Building decks the hard way. Have fun with Hardleg. It's time to play some Yugioh. It's the Deck Build Challenge. Hey, what's up, you crazy cacophonous cartoons, and welcome to the Deck Build Challenge, where each week two combatants face off with strange theme decks. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe. Joining me today, a new face in the form of Mr. JJCircus.
Happy to be here. Not exactly sure how I made it this far, but let's see where it goes.
Excellent, excellent. And joining him today, an old face. You might not have seen it for a while, but he has been here before. Mr. Sheeps.
Hey, it's glad to be back. Hopefully this time I'll do a little bit better than last.
Hopefully. He's one of those European guys. It's kind of...
So fancy.
Yeah, so
Actually,
fancy.
we're not part of Europe no more.
Oh, yeah, you Brexited out and everything.
Yeah.
A sad state of affairs. But anyway, this is the next evolution of the Alphabet Challenge. We are doing only cards that start with the letter C. And like with the previous Alphabet Challenge, this has been the result of a Patreon tournament. It's every month on the if you're a member of the Patreon, you can join a Deck Build Challenge tournament, and the top two decks will face off against each other in the Deck Build Challenge, assuming you have a solid microphone. I begin having to kick people out for not having good microphones because, you know, as much as I try to be nice to the patrons and everything like that, I also want to be nice to the audience. And I think I've had a couple. I did the fan Q&A not that long ago, and I was like, which co-host do you like? And people were like, there's a couple on the Deck Build Challenge that sound like they're talking through a tin can.
Already starting off great, and I went out of order.
Yeah, your opponent has to control a monster.
Yeah.
I have the cards in hand to make something, but I went out of order.
Well, hey, you know, you're going to be blocked from taking 100 damage.
That's the important part.
Yeah, if he attacks you for exactly 8,000, you'll have one less.
Exactly.
Oh, hey, Chaos Endmaster. You don't see that guy very often.
Wonder why.
Probably because he has a battle effect.
Yep.
With only 1,500 attacks, so usually he doesn't get that effect, but luckily...
Apparently he's not getting it today either.
What? Why not?
Why? It wouldn't go off. I'm pretty sure I don't have a target.
No level 5 or higher... Oh, level 5 with 1,600 or less attack.
Yeah.
That's very slim for C's.
Yeah.
That is very slim. I don't know why.
It's just weird. He looks like a light sworn.
Let's
Make a cut.
set C magic cylinder.
Good.
Well, let's see what one of those cards is.
Conventional prison.
Aw.
Oh, cyber repair plant. Yep. You fell for his ruse. He had ruse plans, and they have come to fruition. Oh, hey. So you're playing the Constellar deck. I guess it's Constellars versus Cyber Dragons.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Or you just play the Cyber Repair Plant because it's a spell that starts with C.
Yeah, it's just how to make up the 40 cards.
It's basically like Upstart Goblin, except it starts with the letter C.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's not an entirely dead card.
I'm trying to remember because it's been so long since the tournament. I usually wait a couple weeks after the tournament before I record these. Maybe I should do them sooner, because now I can't remember what the big decks of that particular challenge were. I just remember someone tried to run Crystal Beast and it didn't work very well.
No, not my compo.
The guy, I dueled against someone in the tournament playing Crystal Beast, and they actually did pretty well. If it wasn't for me drawing into exactly what I needed, I was sure I was going to lose.
Yeah, I just remember, because they have a lot of their cards, they have all their monsters, but they can't run, like, the Rainbow Dragons or Rainbow Ruins. They've got just enough cards that they can't run that make Crystal Beast really difficult. Oh, so you've got the Constellars too there, don't you?
I do indeed.
He's got swordy hands.
Disrupt.
Oh, please no. Please.
Please, sir.
Aw, he has to be on the field to activate that effect.
See, Pleiades? That's his no hand. Back
Fine.
to your hand.
Let's try Compulse again, but
See,
which one is it?
I thought that he got, I thought that his effect just, like, went into effect as soon as he was normal summoned. That you could just summon
Yeah.
again that turn.
I tried.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've had Pollux and, oh no, he's during the turn this was normal summoned.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's weird. So not only is that guy one level lower, but he's...
Oh, do I Compulse now or Compulse later? I think we'll go later. It's not quite lethal yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave that Pleiades there, he can't summon another extra deck monster.
That is true.
That is sort of true.
The old Master Rule 4. Unless you got a Code Talker. I think that's the only Link monster that we can allow. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you can
no.
do that.
I was assuming he was going to compulse me, so I was going to wait to summon it. But I
Now,
might force the compulse.
you're not forcing it.
Well, that's not a quick effect anyway, so he's relatively
True.
safe.
Let's try again.
What is... You have the Cyber Dragons and all these. Special
There
summon
is a
one
play,
comes.
believe it or not.
Hand or graveyard.
I didn't think this through. I'll be perfectly honest.
No,
wait.
not quite. Increase its level by... Oh, okay. Yeah, you can increase it by 2, and then you get a rank 5 monster. Probably Pleiades, unless there's another C Ixie.
Cyber Dragon Nova.
Well, you see, Joe.
You see, I'm just...
Was that a
gonna-
pun? You trying to do puns on my watch?
I think I'm just going to sit here and do this.
I mean, I don't. If you ever met any of my friends, you would understand.
See, I would have bounced his Ptolemy back and then attacked.
Yeah, but gotta get in the mind games, yeah?
Gotta get in the mind games.
Because now he can't hit me, and I can't hit him, so it's fine.
But Ptolemy can send a card back to the hand.
Shh. You lost me, Joe. You lost me.
Or I
the
can return a monster from his grave to his hand.
You could.
I can start the mind games too.
ball.
Yeah, I think you underestimated this.
Yeah, I didn't think this through.
Did you? Clock Resonator.
I'm gonna let you on it. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I never played Constellas before this.
How you made it this far in the tournament, you'll never know.
Yeah, it's just like last time.
Yeah, to be fair, it's been quite a while. But that's fine. We could do multiple duels. We can have duels out the wazoo. We can have wazoo duels left and right. And while they're siding for those wazoo duels, I can give a Hardleg Patreon shout-out to Mr. Lingani, the Frausingest Daniel this side of the Eiffel Tower. Thanks to him, he's a donator, a big donator. Donated a whole bunch of money. I don't have other things to say about him. He's a nice guy whenever he's been here. I think he's been on the DBC once before. So say nice things about him down in the comments. Oh wait, I already gave him a shout out this month. Damn it. Well wait, Joe, in editing, go back and add a different name in there. Add Mr. Lingoli. Yeah, there we go. And just pretend it was there the whole time. See, I can fix problems. I'm like Bob the Builder up in here.
This is exactly what I imagined the BBC to be like.
It's like desperately trying to stop your house from being on fire. Pretty much every week. It's all I can possibly do. Ah, interesting. So you wanted to go first this time.
Yeah, and then I opened the Cyber Dragon.
Could you summon a monster?
No.
Please?
I got nothing but Cyber Dragons.
Cyber Dragon versus Cyber Dragon. You summon a monster first. No, you.
Honestly, I literally threw this deck together like 2 hours before the tournament started because I'm like, I probably won't make it home in time. And I'm like, I got off work and everyone's like, oh no, it hasn't started yet. And I'm like, oh sweet. And I'm like, oh crap, I don't know what anyone's playing. So I was like, maybe Cyber Dragons. So I just kind of like built the deck around surviving.
Just a bunch of C cards. I mean, that's what the DBs. There's a lot of people who like. Oh, pardon me. They take it very seriously. They like build it like weeks in advance, and they spent Cristrons. Now you're interesting.
I summoned a Quan just for you, Joe.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's like the least interesting. Citri is the Hardleg waifu.
What do you mean? He's Quanderful.
Get out.
What did I tell you about these puns? Damn it.
Am I not allowed in any DBCs?
I'm gonna have to throw you into a furnace now. I hope you understand. It's nothing personal. It's just what has to be done.
Get in line. I think a lot of people would like to throw me in a furnace.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. I enjoy enforcing them, but that doesn't mean I made them.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm running Cyber Dragons.
Why is that? Cyber Infinity? Is it Cyber Infinity Dragon?
Maybe.
Or Cyber Dragon Infinity? I guess either way it starts with a C. Fucking... Akubins!
Again, I never play Constellas, so I don't know how to make them.
He's the worst one. Oh, and you don't have a synchro you could do with the Chris...
Yes, I do!
No, you don't. Dead.
I do! I just took a peek at my extra deck. I've done this play before.
Huh.
Oh.
He's sitting right there. Unless there's like a condition I'm not meeting.
It's a... It had to be a machine-type monster.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've got, like, Cristrons and stuff in here.
Do you have a non-tuner in your hand?
Oh.
Of the proper levels?
I've got 3 non-tuners.
Ooh,
Hey, that's really going to upset you.
Well, I mean, either way, he was going to do 2,000 damage, so...
Like, yeah.
Okay, so...
It all worked out in the end.
I'm so flustered now. I'm actually legitimately curious why that didn't work.
Who knows?
No. I'm not going to compulse that. Not yet.
You could stop pretending like you have compulse when you don't.
I have compulse in here somewhere.
It's not on the field. I can't activate it now, but I have it.
I'm pretty sure everyone was playing Compulse.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure next month everyone's going to be playing Dark Hole. Why wouldn't they?
You see, I genuinely forgot that existed.
Forgot Dark Hole existed? Oops.
Yeah.
I dropped something. Ignore the sounds.
But during the tournament, small shout out to Zero for his obnoxious clock resonator.
Yeah, his game went into time, like, consistently.
Yeah, our games, what was it? Our one match we had, it was just, each one had 3 clock resonators. I had 1 monster, and I'm like, how do I get rid of you? I just did everything I could. I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, but you know what? Well played.
How do you pronounce this guy's name? I'm sorry.
Which one?
The one he just tributed.
Ralshug? That's how I always pronounced it.
Rashug? I was going to be like, so. Rasselhueg. Or Rasselhagu.
I've got like a small memory or connection with Constellars, because when I got back in Yugioh, my friend was like, oh, I'll teach you about some of the new decks. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Yep. I remember, I forget what set they came out in, Hidden Arsenal 4? 5? One of the Hidden Arsenals. They just numbered them.
I know it was one of the later ones, because it was an Xyz archetype.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I just remember I was trying to build Evil Swarms, because that was the big deck at the time, and I just bought like 1,000,000 packs, and I never got enough infestation pandemics to do it. So I just built Constellars instead, because I had like 1 million of them and like 2 Pleiades.
I was surprised at how little Constellars had to access in their extra deck.
Yeah. There's
I was
like
oh,
3.
They can make rank 5s pretty well, and I'm like, oh, if it's a generic rank 5, they can make plenty of those. Or only 1 Pleiades.
Yeah.
But my friend would like give me a new deck to teach me any new form of summoning mechanic. And she's like, do you want to play Battle Boxers to learn these, or do you want to play Constellars? And I looked at and I'm like, I like the art on these guys. I'll play these guys.
Yeah.
For Pendulum, she handed me Cleaves.
I really like the Ixiera. I think mostly that's just because when I joined the game. But in general, I always really like toolbox kind of decks. Ooh. Although you can just special summon it back out.
But I
Thanks, Joe.
didn't get the damage.
I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Cheers, Joe.
I'm glad I reminded you. I can't have this ending that quickly.
I know. You gotta get at least 10 minutes.
Oh!
I don't like that.
Well, now you can't do it to me, so...
Use the dark Cyber Dragon and the not so dark Cyber Dragon.
Make the somewhat grey Cyber Dragon.
Yep.
I pick the edgy Cyber Dragon.
Oh, so edge. Where do you live? I live on a cliff on the edge. Ah, Castell, the sky-blasting musketeer.
Oh.
Not
no,
a part of the magical musketeers.
No.
that's not light or dark. Chaos Trap Hold is useless.
Well, I mean, you don't have 2,000 life points anyway.
Shh.
Only tears. Well, that was faster. I'm not
legitimately
sure.
Sorry.
Okay, here's what I'll say. For the revenge duel, no Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it out. Anything else you want me to remove?
Compulse.
Aw, that's fine.
Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be fighting. Okay, we're back. We're back, and we're here, and we're in a third duel, and third duels are happening. And while I'm here, I'm going to give another shout out to a patron whose name starts with C, so it makes sense. So thanks to Christian Meek for his generous donation for being the row fight the power that brings the hour of the I don't know what to say on these anymore. Thanks to Christian Meek. You know,
Thank you, P.S.
he's pretty cool on the Discord. You guys have met him, right? CS Meek.
Yeah, he's a big old zombie.
Yeah, that's what his name is.
I know.
I was saying to the people who didn't get the reference. But
I mean, he could just be a real zombie.
he could just be a literal, actual zombie. Hard to say.
He's just really passionate about your work.
Yeah. It's just weird. I thought that the shoutouts would be a lot more. People would take a lot more advantage of them than they did. Like I thought people like, oh hey, what's this? Stuff's happening. Constellar Praise gains 1,000 attack.
Oh.
I'll say that in a moment, but yeah, I thought when I had the shoutouts, there'd be a lot more people who were like, yeah, for my shoutout, I want you to sing Peanut Butter Jelly Time, or like, yeah, I want you to say I'm the best Cyber Dragon duelist on the internet or something. But most people are just like, just say my name on the TV. Or they just
underestimated how humble they were.
I guess so. I underestimated how many people would just want to give me $25 and are like, I got a reward? Whatever, man. I'm mostly here to give you money. Which is a new and surprising emotion for me, because people have never traditionally wanted to give me money for anything.
I'm going to see how many normal summons I can get this turn.
When this card... It's weird, because this deck is just like Satellar Knights. It's just like summon, except for they all have weird timings. This is like during the turn, and then this one has a trigger effect that when you normal summon, and then this is during your main phase you can normal summon. I think you might have to activate that one, like by hand.
No?
Yeah, when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, learning like timing and everything, mind you, I dropped out like early Synchro era. So like the first Synchro card I owned was Goyo Guardian. And then a guy's like, "Oh man, can I get that off of you?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll trade it. I don't know anything about this card."
That's mean.
And then he doesn't get his draw, a sad state of affairs.
I'm sorry.
I needed that draw.
Yeah, like I said, I really kind of liked the Ixie era because you got to this point where like you have a toolbox full of different things you can access, and all the monsters had fairly simple effects that was just like, you know, when this is summoned, summon another thing, and then you made your one Ixie monster, and then you protected it with spell and traps, and the game was all about like choosing your spell and traps and building, and then reacting to your opponent by choosing the proper Ixie monster for the situation. And then it became all about swarming, and then, yeah, I didn't like it as much.
Ow.
But I was going to say, a real good way to revitalize these old archetypes where all they ever did was make one Ixie monster per turn, because that's pretty much all Constellar does.
Yeah.
And it's like, all you have to do is give them a really, really, like, broken Ixie monster, and just make sure that it's, like, only 2 Constellar monsters. That way, no other archetype can abuse it. You have to play Constellars, but it's like, if you get 2 Constellars on the field, once per turn, you can negate a monster, a spell, and a trap. You get a negation of each type per turn.
Mistakes were made.
Aww,
And
not my searcher.
Now there's going to be made again. You see, in my defense, it is 2 a.m.
It is true. And I guess we should mention that you weren't actually intended to be on this episode originally.
No.
We had someone else who said, who will remain nameless, who actually came in second place. And they said they would show up at a specific time, and an hour and a half later, they were not here. So I was just looking for whoever came in third and fourth. And you responded.
Get contact with you?
Nope.
I was the first to respond.
He was the first to respond, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for him. So he is a real big trooper, thanks to Sheeps. He will get himself in another DBC in a more convenient time.
Yay.
As payment for coming here and losing terribly.
I appreciate you being here, honestly, as I attack you with cows.
Oh, I've got a grand. I can make this up. I've just got to not draw that.
I just gotta get any monster.
I've just got to get anything apart from Seat.
Just a long sigh.
That's no sigh. That's the sound I make when I fart.
Do you want me to give you another turn so I can let you make plays? Because I feel like
nice.
I've been very negative today.
That would be quite nice.
Just give me a bonus turn.
I will be nice for that, I promise.
You target one in your graveyard, and then you can normal summon. Oh.
Did this.
And then summon the one you just did.
To make...
Just... Oh wait, you don't have Pleiades. Like do you have the one that gains 1,000 attack? There we go.
Chris, that best one.
And just hope he doesn't have Constellar Honest.
Yeah.
Or another Chaos Trap Hole.
It's too late now, Joe. Yeah, I am 7.
Bada bingo, bada boongo. And then JJ makes another one, and then you guys have perfectly symmetrical violence, and nobody wins. Just like the Vietnam War all over again. Oh, wait, someone won that, didn't they? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't the Americans.
No. We didn't learn about that one in school. Our education sort of stopped after the reconstruction of the Civil War. They're like, you can ask people who are alive about the rest of this.
And that's why Donald Trump is somehow in power.
Exactly. Political statements. It's okay, you can say that, you're not from America.
I was hoping if I say something offensive enough, we'll just refilm this whole DBC like it never happened.
No, it's fine.
But no.
I have no problem with people bringing up political stuff. There are just some people who get, there are some people in the comments who get really butthurt about it. But, you know, it's either way. You can make fun of whoever you want. I may not agree with you, but I'm not going to get, like, angry about people saying stuff. Unless it's just, like, patently false. But if you could just have, like, an opinion... Oh, go ahead, JJ, sorry.
I was saying I could bring up lighthearted political stuff.
Like about the political parties of the My Little Ponies?
Well...
They have a complex and nuanced political system, don't they?
I mean, you don't want to upset your audience with regular political stuff. You sure don't want to upset them with, you know,
Brony
pony
political stuff.
Oh,
good old Trump Heart. Trump Heart the pony.
That is an image I didn't know I never wanted.
I'm sure there's at least like 24 Trump ponies online somewhere.
It's like the Rule 34, but if there's a thing out there, there's probably a pony version of that thing.
Yep.
Oh, it reminds me. Do you guys have the Hedgehog game in America?
Oh yeah, we were playing that last time we had the Patreon hangout.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, a fun thing to do with your friends is go to Google, go to image search, and in parentheses type in your name, the hedgehog. Whatever your name is. Doesn't matter how obscure or how weird you think your name is. There will be a hedgehog for you. Try nicknames, try different names, and see who has try your friends, celebrities.
I recommend looking for Joe the Hedgehog.
Yeah, there's a lot of Joes the Hedgehog.
Bruce Willis the Hedgehog.
There's one that looks like a Super Saiyan and he has like a guitar.
It's the best.
But I remember one guy. His name is Jesus, so it's spelled the same as Jesus. And tell me, I'll let you know. You don't want to look up Jesus the Hedgehog because there's some weird shit out there.
There is a lot of weird shit on the internet.
But I remember being in high school like 10+ years ago, and with my friend, and his parents are I believe, I forget where they're from, somewhere in Arabia. I'm not sure if that's politically correct. They're Arab, and his name was Sialmak, like his actual name. We just called him Twog for a reason I don't remember. But he's like, there's no way there's a Sialmak the Hedgehog on here. But sure enough, there were two.
You say, I have one synchro in my extra deck.
You found my OC, please don't steal him?
It's not level 8.
You were saying in between, you're like, I don't know why I have Chaos Endmaster here. There's no target for his effect. And then it's like, yeah, he's a tuner though, but there's no level 8. So why do you have him in there?
Because I do. I like him. He looks fun.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a guy.
He's the deck's mascot.
Yep. That's why he's on the thumbnail. It's gonna be a weird thumbnail, I tell you what.
Aww. See, it's all part of my master plan. I'm gonna do this YouTube video, go out and make my own channel, where it's just 6 hours of you staring into the eyes of Chaos Endmaster.
Yeah.
It's like Hypnotoad, but that's fun.
Just slowly zooming in. Just having a dandy old time as JJ attacks for game. Forever. Staring into the abyss.
You don't have to. Okay.
And it stares back at you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I think it's clear that JJ has the better deck, although that's to be expected. But either way, you saw some interesting combos. You got to see some Constellar stuff. You got to see some Constellar stuff. Cyber Dragons existed. I think the problem with Cyber Dragons, there's no way to fuse them, is there?
No.
Because you can't play Power Bond, and you can't play Polymerization, and you can't play...
Besides Mega Fleet and Fortress, no.
Yeah. So you have some Cyber Dragon stuff, but not a... You can make, whatchamacallit, I think you can make Cyber Infinity Dragon.
You can.
But you have to get 2 machines out. And I guess that would be Cyber Dragon and Cyber Dragon Dry. Or Zwei, whichever one it is.
I ran into Cyber Dragon Infinity so much during the tournament. My only method of removing him was make a Constellar Xyz that was a machine, and then turn both our monsters into Mega Fleet.
Yeah. A good strategy, to be sure.
It's like, you think Cyber Dragons don't work for this, but my original idea was Cyber Angels. Think that through for just a split second.
Yeah, because Machine Angel
don't
Ritual.
Bring that up. That's what I wanted to do.
I remember there was someone who actually got all the way into the tournament, and I was like, check your decks, make sure only cards that start with the letter C, and then I get a message from someone 3 minutes in, they can't use Machine Angel Ritual, can he? No, that starts with the letter M.
Oh.
And he's like, my whole deck! So sad.
Didn't you give him the opportunity to rebuild and rejoin?
Yeah, but he had an instant loss from that one, and I don't think he built anything very good in the half hour he had. But either way, next month should be much better, because you got the Ds, and you can run DDDs and Deskbots and Dino Mists, as well as the old school D.D monsters. So should be a fun time. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks to JJCircus for his first time being here. Do you have any final words, JJ?
I had a good time. I'm looking forward to hopefully making the next one.
Hopefully.
For being a part of the tournament.
And how about you, Sheeps? Thanks to Sheeps for coming on such short notice.
Oh, it's alright. Hopefully, for the one I get to pick, I won't lose.
Hopefully. So until next time, good luck.
And have fun.
Oh,
Have fun, maybe.
you did it! You did it on your first time! Oh, that means you get invited back. Not like those others.
I would be lying if I said I didn't practice or have it written down to make sure.
Just to make sure.